Hey Outer Worlders, it's Jimmy here, and welcome to the Outer World Workshop. Today we're going to start with a very cool project, and it is the Dejarik or Dejarik table from the Millennium Falcon. That's the table, the hollow chess table where they play Chewbacca and C3PO and R2D2 play chess. We're going to start with the top part of that, and it's going to be a multiple part series of videos, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So first of all, I want to thank the guys from the group in Facebook, the Jarek Builders, where I got all these files and all the information I needed to make this. So first, we 3D printed all these parts. Some of them didn't come out too great, so with the 3D printed pen, I'm going to fix some of that. Then there's a lot of sanding to level everything out. By the way, this is all printed in PETG because it's a bit stronger. We check the fit, and we proceed to sand all the edges so they can all glue together perfectly. I got some dowels so I can cut in pieces so we can all put these together because they have holes at the end of each part, so each part can go in the way it's supposed to. I am using an acrylic glue to put it all together and some CA glue at the edges. And just push the dowels together, and there you go. Make sure everything is tight. And we continue this process all the way around. Some parts need persuasion. I use some duct tape in some parts to just keep them together and tight. One of the things that I did was I glued both halves first, and then I put those halves together. This is the easiest way I found to putting them together, so we wouldn't have one last piece that would be very difficult to glue in. This way, both parts just glue one to the other. Put a little bit of force and hammering it in, and of course some duct tape to keep it together. I made sure it was as close as round as possible and put some duct tape wherever it needed some persuasion to get close or closer to that measurement. After everything is dry, we take all the tape out and verify that all the joints are pretty well glued, and there's still some small imperfections, so I use a 3D print pen to fill out all those little holes. Something else that I did some welding with a soldering iron to help it get more strength. And then the sanding starts. And more sanding. Want to make everything look like one complete piece. And more sanding. Did I tell you guys that you have to sand a lot here? A funny note, I do not like sanding. This is one of the things that you have to do the most in this project. So there you have the top already sanded, and we have to fit in some of the pieces. If you can see, I just wanted to see how it looked, and I put some silver paint on it. Bad idea, but it got covered up, it's okay. So we put in some of the smaller pieces that go in with some CA glue. And we prepare all the buttons and stick them together one by one. There are a lot of buttons. They stick to the tray and the tray fits perfectly in their place. There you go. Like a piano. Now, using the method from Van Oak Props, using a little bit of acetone and some spot filler, just make a concoction, just put it in a container, a little bit of acetone, mix it together, and then we can apply this to the whole piece with a brush. And that'll help us fill all those little lines that are left on the 3D print. And we do this to the whole piece. Guess what's next, guys? When it's dry, more sanding. Did I tell you guys I hate sanding? Yeah. We keep sanding with a higher grit sandpaper, all the edges, all those little spots. And then we use some filler primer. If there's any other imperfections or other spots that need some filling, we could see this after we put the primer in. So I primed everything, the keys, the buttons, everything. And there's still some small spots that need more filling. What do we use? Spot putty. We put more spot putty on all these spots. And of course, guess what? We sand them down again with even higher grit sandpaper after putting another coat of filler primer. And this is how it looks. And then I painted it with aluminum paint and I started to freak out. I found it too shiny. I didn't know what I was gonna do. But the guys in the Facebook group helped me out, told me when I put the clear coat on, it's gonna be great. So that is the first part of this build of the Dejarik or Dejarik. I say both ways because I've heard it been said different ways. I normally say Dejarik. So I hope you guys understand. If you say Dejarik, it's the same thing. Well, that's the first part. The top part. The second part is coming out soon. Thank you for tuning in. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, a like. That helps the channel a lot. Subscribe, share it so other people can also subscribe and see this content. And we'll see you in the next video when we continue building the Dejarik table from the Millennium Falcon.